Okay, in part 2 we're going to do some more advanced techniques. So the first thing that will be commonly used would be a chamfer. And we have a button for both a fillet and a chamfer up on the top here. So we'll click the chamfer. It's simply a matter of clicking all of the lines that you would like to apply it to. And you have two options now. You can either type in the distance, or sometimes you'll see an arrow which you can drag, which doesn't seem to be coming up right now. So I'm going to go for a 9mm chamfer, which should leave 10 behind, and we tick to hit OK. Next thing I'd like to do is something like a dovetail joint. So I might edit my first sketch and click on top to spin around the camera, and I'm going to draw one half of my dovetail here. Once again, dimensioning as I go, so 19. To match the thickness, I'll do a very simple dovetail joint. So a couple of lines between here and here. Using the dimension tool, I can actually dimension the angle by clicking on two lines that aren't parallel or perpendicular. And then I might set this to 60. I can also set this side to 60. Actually, I want it to be a lot further than that. I actually need it to face the other way. Okay, that looks more like it. I'll come up to the trim tool and I'll delete the segments I no longer want. And now we're going to do something a little bit fancy here. We're going to use the equals button. I'm going to click on this line and this line, and you can see that's going to move it into the middle. We've lost our dimension for the overall width, so we'll set that back to 90. So now if I click and drag these, you can see it acts symmetrically. It's locked in at that 120-degree angle. But when I click and drag one, because this one is set to equal that one, they're going to move around the center point. So all that's left to do is to dimension this one here. And my piece is complete. Now on the other side, to make this work, I'm going to need to have my cutout on the end. So I'm going to go to Sketch, I'm going to click on the end of it, and then we're going to use this button here called Use, and that will trace some different things. So I can click on these points here, and now when I come to here, it's traced on those points and I have something to snap to. Okay, so like we discussed, snapping from that new line, and if I hover like this, I can snap until I've drawn the shapes. So I hover over where I want it to be in line with, and then I get a dotted orange line, you can see. That's helping me snap it. Okay, that one is finished. This time I'll go to extrude again, and I'll click on my two bits, but instead of saying add, we're going to put it to remove. I'm going to run it back the same thickness, 19. Hit the tick.